We know there are many choices in internet radio, and the staff and host of LA Talk Live would like to thank you for choosing the internet's hottest destination for the most eclectic sound and invigorating talk. This is LA Talk Live. We are more than just talk.
Hello! Hey, everybody. We are back with Industrial Hour, Tuesday, 7 o'clock. And you guys are lucky, the ones that are watching. This is the last Industrial Hour of this cycle. We're going to take a break after tonight. And we are going to focus on the EP. My EP is coming out end of April. And I'm really excited. I can't wait. My team and I are working on a whole bunch of, stuff, visuals and videos and, the whole nine. And then I'm also going to take a trip to Europe in the meantime. I am going to Switzerland and Italy. I'm going to go see my family, and also I'll be recording some stuff. I'll take my interface and my mic, and I'm going to be in Toscana, Firenze, Milano, Cinque Terre. I'm going to have my microphone and my M-Box and my computer, and I'll be writing amazing songs while I'm out there and just to the scenery of the hotel. I know you guys are jealous. I know. I mean, I would be for sure. And the EP. Let's talk a little bit about the EP before we start the show. I have a special guest later on in a few minutes. She is a fashionista, a designer, and a female entrepreneur, power woman, and she will be here with us tonight, talking about a few cool things. The EP is gonna have 5 songs, I think, 5 songs, and it's man, it is so sick. Like, I just got Tony, my guy, just did the cover art for it. It's gonna cause a lot of conversation, but I really don't care. Just up front, if there's any racial dispute about it or conversation, I'm gonna let you guys know it has zero to do with that. It's all about art. It's all about the reflection of who I am as an artist. And yeah, so I'm already telling you, if you don't follow me yet, it is Rio Nova Music, RIONOVA Music, and it's the same thing for Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, SoundCloud. Yeah, so if you don't follow me yet, you better go ahead and follow me now, because otherwise, I click you out. I have like a remote control, an ear. I could just go like this, and then you're done. So at first, I wanna, of course, give you guys some new jams, like I usually do every freaking week. I played her music before. Her name is, first of all, before there was Kesha, before there was all the quirky, girls with the rap voices, there was Uffie, and she's from Sweden. She has been around for a long time. She's really freaking cool. She has done this since day one. She has not changed her style. That's why I love her. I think she will be coming out one day with an album that's going to completely cross over. Check out her video as well. It's so artistic. It's really funky, and I love her. She's Swedish, and signed to a record label called ED Banger Records. And yeah, so check out Uffie, and the song is called Pop the Glock.
My people cool me off when I rock the party, you bust a nut. Feet is breaking out the beat. Shit be hotter than me. Me and he are cruising militia. Better better watch out, my clan gets vicious. Badass bitch, I'm rated X, I'm gifted. Ain't gotta sell sex. Cross the beach onto the street. Gotta work hard, no room to cheat. Crunk and grind, that's my bloodline. Feeds is mixing, Uffy shouting, Uff is banging, who's banging. Time to get low, do the tootsie roll. That's how we do it hot. And if you understood, would you stop hating and playing hard? I got a loaded bodyguard. Don't make 'em pull up the Glock and pop. Uffy's gonna make the shit rock like dough. I like boys call me when they feel freaky hot. I run the show, you got too slow. Pick up the pace with your cracked out face. Uffy's banging, feet is banging. Time to get low, do the tootsie roll. That's how we do it hot. And if you understood, would you be my rhyme if you can? Yeah, you talk shit, think I care. My style in this flow is confusing cause you don't know. Pop the Glock, the 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 Glock you pop. Sound like Twister, fast as hell. I rock this beat, you know damn well. Gonna make it to the top. Spit this shit till you drop. Down low is where you keep it, boy. Don't let anyone know. Gonna tear you down. Underneath you just a clown. Time everyone see what you really be. Play the game gets played. I got a man and he goes by fees. Play the game gets played. I got a man and he goes by fees. Uffy's banging, feet is banging. Time to get low, do the tootsie roll. That's how we do it hot. And if you understood, would you be my rhyme if you can? Yeah, you talk shit, think I care. My style in this flow is confusing cause you don't know. Pop the Glock you pop. If you had a line, it's your bang pop. Pop the Glock you pop. If you had a line, it's your bang pop. Pop the Glock you pop. If you had a line, it's your bang pop. Uff is banging, Uff is banging, Uff is banging, feeds is banging, Uff is banging, feeds is banging. Time to get low, do the tootsie roll. Uff is banging, feeds is banging, Uff is banging, feeds is banging. Me and he are cruising militia. Better watch out, my clan gets vicious. That's how we do it hot. And if you understood, would you stop hating and playing hard? I got a loaded bodyguard. Don't make 'em pull up the Glock and pop. Uffy's gonna make the shit rock like dough. I like boys call me when they feel freaky hot. I run the show, you got too slow. Pick up the pace with your cracked out face. Pop the Glock, the 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 Glock you pop. Pop the Glock, the 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 Glock you pop.
Woo! That track was super hot. That 808, I love it. Love it, love it, love it. So today, my parole officer, you guys know I'm a widow. So, oh, you didn't? Oh, I'm sorry. Well, my parole officer today told me, I had to do a drug test to make sure, I'm on a clean way. And it was pretty weird. Like the lady at the doctor's office, she was like, yeah, please, don't touch. She was Indian too, so she was like, don't touch the cup, don't flush, don't wash your hands. I was like, okay, cool. So I go in there, you pee in the cup, which is awkward because somebody's out there waiting for your pee-pee, for your pee, not my pee-pee. My bad. That is Euro. So same thing for me. Pee, same thing. Okay, so I go do my thing in the cup, and then she said, I had to take my jacket off because I think she was like scared that I was hiding some other people's pee in my jacket. So she's like, no, take the jacket off. So I was like, okay, cool. So I took the jacket off, went in there, did my thing, brought her the cup. And then she just started staring at me, which was so weird. It was like, it felt uncomfortable. Because then she does like this test before you go wash your hands and you flush. She's like there putting with a chart like for the different drugs she tests you on. And she puts the pee in there and then she just stares at you like, what did you do? And I was just there like, okay, can I go wash my hands? Not yet. And I was like, okay. So she did her test, and then she didn't even tell me if anything came up. She just said, good luck. And then I was like, okay, I can go wash my hands now. She's like, yeah. So that was my experience at the doctor's for the drug test. Pretty awkward. Big deal. So I ironically, when I put my songs together for today's show, ironically, the word France came up like a few times. So we have a lot of music from France now. I want to before we bring Kim, which is going to join us today and like talk about her cool swaggy fashion and what she does as a fashion tastemaker. We will play you another track from a guy called DJ Pone. So DJ Pone is from France. His name is Thomas Porin, and he is also under the same label, Edie Banger, which has like the super dope electronic music like all over. And so his song, this is like super a rad electronic song. What I really like about it is like the synth feel with the drums, and it's just got a whole different type of swagger to it. So DJ Pone, the song is called Erotic Impulses. When we come back, I'll play this song for you. When we come back, we will be back with Kim and lots of talk about fashion. If you want to be part of our conversation, go on Twitter at Rio Nova Music, and you can tell us what you think, or you could call us. There's a number underneath. We will take calls, Kim and I. And if you have anything you want to add or an experience you want to share, I know my biggest fan, Saki Morris is tuned in. And so, if you want anything you guys have to like ask, or, just you want to talk to us, call us, tweet us. But first, before we come back with Kim, the reason I don't say her last name is I have no idea what's the right spelling. She will tell you all about it. But first, we have DJ Pone, Erotic Impulses. Check this track out. Ooh, this track was awesome, and we have her here. To Beiji? No, to Beijing.
To
No,
Baby J.
to Baby J. My God.
To Baby J. Whatever.
This is so embarrassing. Applause.
Hello.
Oh my God, did you like this track?
I loved it.
Okay,
I
cool.
loved it all.
Okay, cool. So, we got a caller. Yeah, have him call in. Done? Hello?
Are you speaking to me?
Yes. Who is this?
I was just calling into the show to hear it.
Oh, you can go online. You have to go online.
Oh, okay.
You go on the website.
Okay.
You can
And
go.
I'm on the website now.
Yeah, you go there, and then now you're on the show. So just keep watching. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so tell me all about you. Like you are, I mean, first of all, floss your stuff. Come on. Do you guys see these rings? That's her work.
Thank you.
The chain, right?
The
That's your
chains
work.
The rings is something I started a long time ago.
Look at these rings. Can I see?
Yes, and they're something I call
Oh
wearable
my
art.
God. No, you have to have this in your hand. Can people buy these things?
Absolutely. Now, I'm launching the website next month with the collection.
Cool.
And a lot of my one-of-a-kind work will be there.
Wow.
The collection that I want to start selling wholesale will be there, and my fine art will be on the
What's the
website as well.
website?
It will be www.tababyj.com. That's TABAYBEJ.com.
BEJ. So basically, what you see underneath her Twitter name, just that.com, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
This is freaking amazing. This is amazing. I mean, it's not just the front. It's like you got to see this whole piece. It's like, and you told me you just came back from Revolt TV, right?
And they treated me like family over there.
Wow.
So big shout out to Revolt TV.
Yeah, Revolt.
Yeah, and the stylists over there, and we're,
Yeah.
lacing them up with some one-of-a-kind stuff.
Cool.
And that's just kind of my niche.
Well, you guys will be seeing me wear all of her stuff because this is so dope. I like my video shoot. You better be there,
I'm all
girl.
over it. You know it. You know it.
Okay.
You inspire me as an artist. So
oh,
I
thank
can't
you.
wait to see what translates
Yeah.
from this collaboration.
So how do you, because can we have some background music? It's like too quiet. We're two sexy women
I
in
know.
here. Two
We're
sexy
trying to
girls. Yeah. So tell me, because everybody always creates from different sources, right? Where do you get your inspiration when you design a piece first? What is it?
My source of inspiration is everyday life. But what I love to do is find just random objects that you wouldn't think you can make jewelry out of.
Wow.
I think you call it the my junk drawer process.
Yeah.
All the unwanted things, I give them a brand new life. Something that someone could wear, something that is unexpectedly to wear.
Wow, that is so cool.
And conveys a beauty that you would never think an object like that would convey.
That is because that's how music goes. You just start somewhere. It might be, sometimes it's a movie, sometimes it's your own experience, sometimes it's a poetry or just a sentence or just a word or just a picture or just a light. It's different things, and then it goes like, and then it becomes a song.
Them.
Yeah, and it's like, wow, this came out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere.
Yeah, so that's amazing. So you do the same thing with objects.
Absolutely.
Wow. When did you first when did you first even start
Well, younger, I never really took art classes, but I always had this urge in me to want to be around art, and I always read books and got art books and stuff. But I taught myself how to draw and taught myself how to somewhat paint.
Wow.
But I was always had my own personality as far as dressing.
Wow.
Even though I went to Catholic school, but I always had this place in me that I wanted to express myself through
my fashion, and I didn't really even think that was an art up
Wow.
until later on, you know, and now it all kind of comes
Crazy.
together.
Now you're like, wow, that's
It
why
all
I did
comes
all that. Yeah.
And that's what it is.
Oh, that's so
the beauty of
awesome.
it,
Yeah,
you know?
that's amazing.
Yeah, so
Wow, that's so cool. So do you only do jewelry or do you also do clothes? What is so our fans know like exactly?
I do one of a kind accessories, and that
Wow.
ranges from leather work. I do my own leather work to rings to necklaces, anything. That's what excites me about finding and collaborating
Yeah.
with other artists like you
Mm.
is to have a real hone in what it is.
Mm.
And you know, like I said, like the way you inspire me, I can't wait to see how that translates and be kind of like a catalyst for your visual aspect of what it is that you do.
That's awesome. I'm stoked. I can't wait.
stoked
Like
too.
this is amazing.
Yeah.
So you do accessories, but would you ever go into design of clothing, or do you feel like it's two different pair of shoes? How do you describe
I
that?
would never say no,
Mhm.
but it's funny how my thinking, like it's how I'm approaching what it is that I do in my brand. You know, I'm like I said, I feel like the basis of me is an artist, a craftsman, someone who takes something, whether it's paint or inanimate objects, and makes something out of that. Right now, I want to kind of take on fashion with a backdoor approach through accessories and emphasize on accessories, not so much on the garment, because I'm more of a
Wow.
basic girl. I love to wear all black,
But
and
then
I like
have
to
your-
find these the fine
that make
lines
it like that you people don't even gonna look at the black. It's
Yeah.
all wow, you know?
and have the accessory really define the person who's wearing it.
Right.
So I would like to just kind of take that forefront, and I would never, like I said, I would never say no to design.
Wow, that's awesome.
But I mean, I love accessories. Like I would
Yeah.
love to do prints on, you know, purses or luggage and scarves. Like I plan on putting my artwork on scarves
Oh,
and
yeah.
pocket squares. So
Wow,
you know,
that's
it's
amazing.
all kind of planned out. It's all here.
Nice. So do you travel a lot, or do you? Because like you are Filipino, right? Born here, or
I was born here.
Born here.
So I'm first
But-
generation Filipino American.
But your parents are from the Philippines. Okay.
Yes.
How would you? Does the culture have any inspiration on your stuff, or not really?
It
What is-
does. It really does. You
Okay.
know, and I think a lot of my influence also comes from being raised Catholic as well. Like I find like a
That's
lot of
right. You know.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, right.
Yes,
And that has a
European
lot
Catholic.
to be like Filipinos. I mean, you know, we were raised Catholic
Right.
and in that culture and at home, but then I also was raised in Santa Ana.
Okay.
And amongst like all my friends are mostly Chicano, Latino, Mexican,
Nice.
and so I feel like a lot of Santa Ana is
Wow.
a lot of influence in like
Yeah,
what it
because
is
I mean,
that
Latinos
do.
are the Catholicism is in South America is tremendous. So,
We're like the Mexican Asians.
yeah, exactly. So basically, but also here is two more things to that. Me personally, I'm more kind of a rebel to the Catholicism because I've had a very non-spiritual experience when I was little with Catholicism. I felt like, you know, I was always looking for that, you know, and I didn't know that you carry it inside. It has nothing to do with the book or, you know,
It does.
it's something that you have inside. And I never, until now, as a kid, I never knew what I was looking for.
Yeah.
I was asking my mother, like when I was like 4, I'm like, Mom, when you die, how is that? Like,
Yeah.
when will you die? Number 1, and number 2, what work are you gonna go?
Yeah.
And so that was always I always had a very close, or always a mystery. The mystery about death always was in my blood. Like I always wanted to know what happens. You know, why do we live only for a certain amount of years? Where are we going after? So, you know, I think Catholicism, for me, what I like about it is the crosses and the kind of like the mysterious vibe when you go into church, the gold and like all that stuff. But when it comes down to the candles,
Yeah.
the wax,
Yes.
don't get any dirty ideas.
Kneeling on the pews.
Oh, Exactly. Oh my God, you
nostalgic.
are. Yeah, very nostalgic. But yeah, so one time I shocked my mother. I was what do you call it? The assistant to the priest
The ring
in
bearer.
English. Yeah,
No, not the ring bearer.
like you go and you
Altar girl boy.
Yeah, altar girl, I guess.
Yeah.
I was that for a while, and one day I just felt like it was bullshit. I was like, this is bullshit. There's an old dude in the front that has probably sinned more than I have in my short little life. I was like 10. No, I was actually 12, I think. And I was like, and I was singing it. I was singing in the church as well. But that was before that. I went to church one day and I put on black lipstick. I painted with my mom's, like, you know, the
eyeliner.
Yeah, the eyeliner of my mom. I painted my lips black. I was like, off. You know what I mean? So, and my mom, I remember, I turned around and she saw me with the black lips, and this old lady thought I was eating blueberries or something. She's like, she must have had berries or something. My mom looked at me and she was like, oh. And she looked at like everybody else. She's like, no. She has black lipstick in the church. So that was a little.
No, I agree with you. There is also a moment that I've come where I'm just like, thank you for getting me to where I am, because I feel like, you know, your history and tradition, if it at least brings questions in your life like that, like what is it, and then you seek it through yourself because you're not satisfied with what you're taught. Yeah, that's what I take it for. But
exactly,
you know. But then at the same time, like, growing up, I'm like, how come women aren't priests? Yeah. And, you know, it's like, wife's sister, and father's father. And why do I tell him what I do? What I do?
Why do I have to confess to the dude?
Yeah. And if I don't, then really you're going to tell a 7-year-old that he's going to burn in hell? That she's going to burn in hell because, you know? And then what's purgatory? I mean... Yeah, I know. I mean, for me, the experience was the fear of God instead of learning what the love of God is. Yeah, there we go. Applause to that. Thank you. If my engineer would stop texting while he's working, but okay. So, just kidding. What about the Philippines? Can you give the Americanos in the USA? Because here's the thing: when people see Asian people, and this is true, okay, I'm just giving you, I know that Asia is a huge continent. It's very big.
There is so many different countries. Yes. I have a cousin who actually now has his own investment bank in China. So I know a little bit about, you know, but when Americans see an Asian person, they go like, oh, look, the Chinese guy over there. And I'm like, dude, no. Yeah. Like, that dude is nowhere Chinese. Like, that dude is not from China. Yeah. Like, I could see it from the features, you know. What is that? How is that growing up with that? I mean, like I said, I grew up in a community of just all Mexicans. I thought I was Mexican, you know. Oh, that's I thought
so
I was
Mexican until I went to all white school. And then it's like, okay, well, no, I'm not. But I don't know. I mean, I'm glad that I had, you know, family at home who really did. I mean, we celebrate family like I'm sure how my parents were taught.
But did they have like racial experiences?
Absolutely.
Because people always they feel like it's the white and black racism. But I'm like, I tell people no. There's like, I feel like it's racist to put one person because of how they look in one drawer. You know?
Yeah. I mean, like I was like one of the only Asian people like that went to school. You know, but I mean. I don't know. I guess it's just always everywhere, you know, and it's just something you kind of just don't get sucked into. You know, it's hard to watch your family go through it. Yeah, it's very hard. You just like punch everybody in the face. But
I know. I mean, I didn't have my family go through it, but you know, I started here in the States at a very young age, and I cleaned bathroom floors for $8 an hour.
Yeah.
And didn't have a green card, didn't have a visa. I was just here trying to make it. So
Yeah.
I know what that,
And I
But
think that's like what's so interesting is to like come off of that.
Yeah.
Knowing that we're first generation, we're really defining American culture. I feel
yeah,
like right
like
now,
because
you know?
I mean, yeah, we're gonna get in a really deep conversation after the next song. This dude is, I don't know, are you familiar with Kavinsky?
No.
He's from France. He first appeared in the soundtrack of Drive with a song called Night Call. He is French. His name is Vincent. His character that he created is Kavinsky. And he gets inspired by movies. He always makes soundtrack-ish type of music. He is signed to Fool's Gold Records, and he has a passion for cars, Ferraris in particular, of course, is from our Italian culture. We're gonna play this Kavinsky remix called Rush, and then we're going straight into a short break, a 1-minute break, and then we're gonna be back and talk more with Baby J. Check this out.
Son été, je vois le ciel bleu t'épouser. Le soleil brille et brûle mon nom sur ta peau, amoureuse du vent chaud. Son été, je vois les filles qui changent de couleur de peau. Moi, d'un seul coup t'aimer. Je rêve de toi et moi, mes mains dans la main. Amoureuse de Sébastien. Sur ta peau, amoureuse du vent chaud. Je rêve de carré de son été, je vois les filles qui changent de couleur de peau. Moi, d'un seul coup t'aimer. Sébastien.
Have you been struggling for answers to life's challenges? Of course you have. Now, for the first time ever, you can ask, what's your life purpose? Or how to attract your soulmate and more. Next weekend, all day Saturday, March 29th, 2014, at the Modern Day Prophet event. It's the first of its kind, with angel readers, astrologers, neurologists, physicists, and many more. Just email kecinfo@yahoo.com. Now, the first 10 emails get a free ticket for listening to LA Talk Live Radio. All other emails will get a 2-for-1 ticket. Proceeds benefits all the sick children from the Make a Film Foundation. Once again, the email is kecinfo@yahoo.com. For the link to the event's website, your free ticket, or your 2-for-1 ticket for listening to LA Talk Live right away. Space is limited.
Hey everybody, it's your man Sabir Bay back on your airwaves, inviting you to join us every Tuesday, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on the Sabir Bay Show, discussing history, law, and hip-hop. Every Tuesday, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, the Sabir Bay Show, exclusively on latalklive.com. You also can catch us on iTunes Radio and R&B, Live 365, Radio Flag, and now Stitcher Radio. Or watch us and listen directly at latalklive.com. Reality radio, handcrafted for your listening pleasure. This is LA Talk Live, and we are more than just talk.
Hi, this is Dr. Levi, your fitness doctor, making a personal house call, inviting you to join me Wednesday at 10 a.m. Pacific for my all-new show, The Dr. Levi Show. Join us as we discuss fitness, health, and well-being, including emotional and spiritual health. So don't forget to tune in to the Dr. Levi Show every Wednesday at 10 a.m. Pacific, exclusively on latalklive.com and the Talk Live Broadcast Network. You can also catch us on iTunes, Radio R&B, or watch us on Ustream.tv, or catch us on the Live 365 network. And now on Radio Flag and Stitcher Radio. Reality radio handcrafted for your listening pleasure. This is LA Talk Live, and we are more than just talk.
Hi, this is Elena, inviting you to join me every Wednesday at noon for Elena's Beauty Talk and more, exclusively on LA Talk Live. You can also catch us on iTunes Radio, R&B, or watch us on Ustream.tv. Reality radio, handcrafted for your listening pleasure. This is LA Talk Live, and we are more than just talk.
Hi, this is Indian Tyler, inviting you to join me beginning April 9th every Wednesday at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for Indian Tyler's Beyond the Vanity. Join me as we go beyond the vanity and discuss the real-life issues of beauty. And it gets really real. So on April 9th, don't forget to tune in to Indian Tyler's Beyond the Vanity, Wednesdays at 2 p.m., exclusively on latalklive.com and the Talk Live Broadcast Network. You can also catch us on iTunes Radio R&B, TuneIn Radio, Live 365, Radio Flag, and AHA Radio. Or watch and listen directly at latalklive.com. Reality radio, handcrafted for your listening and viewing pleasure. This is LA Talk Live, and we are more than just talk.
Hi, this is Starlet Quarles, and I'm inviting you to join us every Wednesday from 5 to 6 p.m. for a new show right here on LA Talk Live, The Dialogue, Real Talk, Real People. Join us as we discuss the topics that are relevant to today's generational leaders. So don't forget to tune in to The Dialogue, Real Talk, Real People, every Wednesday from 5 to 6 p.m. right here on latalklive.com. You can also catch us on iTunes Radio R&B, Live 365, Radio Flag, and now Stitcher Radio. Or watch and listen directly at latalklive.com. Reality radio, handcrafted for your listening pleasure. This is LA Talk Live, and we are more than just talk.
Hello world, how you living? This is D Brex, your host of the all-new rap project here on LA Talk Live. That's latalklive.com. Or you can find me on iTunes Radio in the R&B section. That's The Rap Project, every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's Wednesdays at 7 p.m. West Coast time, so don't be late. On The Rap Project, I will be playing the very best of rap and hip-hop that goes beyond the ordinary. So connect with me, your host, D Brax, the rap connoisseur, on The Rap Project every Wednesday at 7, right here on latalklive.com, where we are more than just talk.
Woohoo! We are back here with to Baby J.
Thank you.
Yeah.
For having me.
Big stuff going on. We were talking about. By the way, we had a tweet. An Instagram person called Go Fight Win. I kind of like that name, by the way. That gave us a comment that person likes our show, so that's great. Thank you so much for tuning in. You can see other episodes of my show at industrialhour.com with a Y in the middle. So, we talked about culture and your designing and your accessories. Again, she is one of the craziest up-and-coming accessory fashionistas in the business.
Thank you, love.
Just left
Really
Revolt
appreciate
TV, and they're all over it. So that's just the beginning. Tell me, what's your journey? Because when you land in LA, or when you just kind of like your way around, like when you start off, I kind of just, it took me like a minute just to figure out how this LA works with Hollywood and all this stuff. How did you even, where did it start when you were like, okay, this is what I'm going to do? And when did you?
Well, like I said, I grew up always loving fashion, and I think that was like my first inclination, and I went to FITM. It didn't work out. I walked away and I started, promoting music and putting together shows, under a name that I spoke in Umbra with a friend of mine, and Myrna Sanchez, and that's where my love for music and street culture started, and I decided to go back to art school, and I finished art school, but before I finished art school, I had like this moment where I was like, you know what, I'm gonna take advantage of being here, and I took a semester abroad, and I lived in London, and that was the first time I was put myself out of my comfort zone, really reach for something that you don't know what's gonna happen, and that taught me, that was an experience that taught me, if you have a vision and you manifest in this fire in your heart and you go out and seek it, it will find you and will embrace you,
We're limitless. We're boundaryless.
Absolutely.
People, we're boundaryless.
We are. You
Get
just
your
gotta
ass up. Do it.
Just do it.
Don't listen to anybody. Just go do it.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to do, right?
And it is as easy and as complicated as that.
Yeah.
But we have to constantly test our limits. And, and it was every time I put myself out of my comfort zone, art always
surrounded
me, and I just came into myself, and and then being back here in LA after graduating art school, just really trying to figure out what my niche was. I worked for an awesome company called Network Live, and they were the first company who who streamed live concerts, XM Radio, cool. AOL.com. And
wow, you were part of some big stuff, like some changes and stuff.
I've been really blessed. And then, at the time it didn't make sense.
Yeah, you were like, what the hell?
Like, why? Am I supposed to work my way up as an executive assistant? But every experience up to this point has come full circle, but it wasn't until I really left Los Angeles and on a whim, with the support of my family and my friends, to moved to San Francisco.
What?
Yeah.
What did you do in San Francisco?
I had a friend who went to college there, and we went to go visit all the time, and there was just this electricity in the air you just cannot deny about the Bay Area. And
What? I have to
it
go.
It called to me.
What?
It called to me. Yeah.
I want to go now.
Yes, it called to me, and I made a life for myself.
Hmm.
You know, I really dove myself into.
How did you do that?
Alright.
Did you go out there and just design and sell jewelry or?
I thought I was gonna try to get into some type of fashion
Just-
thing,
yeah.
but you know, sometimes the universe tells you go a different route, and so I had to get my hustle on. And
Okay, how did you do
I
that?
went to bartending school.
What?
For 5
That's
days.
awesome.
And the 6th after I got my certificate, I went straight to the Hustler Club to get a bartending gig.
The Hustler Club.
That's right.
That's a strip club.
I needed a job desperately. So I was like, if I'm a chick and I go to a strip club, maybe they'll
Get
hire
that
me.
money.
At least get myself through the door. You know?
Wow. So tell me about this because, you know, I am kind of the antichrist to the ratchetness of the, you know, the chicks that do all this stuff with men. And but I'm not judgmental to it because I know it's not something that you choose. It is something that you choose, but something happened along the way. So how was that? Did you talk to these girls that take their clothes off at night?
I mean, like, at the end of the day, we all have to make money, you know, and that's the way I approached it.
Yeah.
You know, you don't get a lot of people who are always, you know, really good about the whole stripper thing, but I mean, you gotta kind of laugh, you know? Like, there were times when I looked at myself and I'm like, what the hell am I doing here? Serving legs and eggs at 5 in the morning, you know, just till the sun comes up and there's still a ton of men in here.
What? What are you guys doing?
And they're still dropping $500 for the champagne room. I don't get it.
So wait a minute. Because, like, here's the thing. Like, for $500, I can get myself so many clothes. I can get myself the freaking craziest plug-in presented online. What is it where men... Because here's the thing. If I'm looking for sex, right?
Yeah.
I guess we're chicks. I guess it's different. Because at the end of the day, you know, we don't have to wait for a man to come and be like, okay, I want to, you know...
Yeah.
It's kind of like the men have to, but where is it? I mean, obviously, always people go like, no, a stripper is not a prostitute. Girl, if you take money you are butt naked. I don't care if you are, I don't even want to say the word, dry, humping. To me, that's, or like the dude, when they do private dances, I mean, that's like sex through the clothes.
Yeah. Well, the thing.
What's the difference?
I mean,
where is it prostitution? Is it prostitution?
I think at that point, when you could get yourself to a place where you could take off your clothes, and I'm not saying it's easy, you know, but when you do it and you see that cash, and that cash maintains a lifestyle for you, and then you start getting more cash, so then you start accumulating other stuff, you just get sucked in, and then you're faded the whole entire time, you know. And
So everybody's on drugs.
Everybody's on drugs. Everybody is. It's
so that's the numbing, so that you even can go out there and do that every night.
Yeah.
It's just so sad. Like, honestly, to me, it's like sad because I'm like, I wish I could just go in this freaking, you know, strip club
and
turn the lights on and be like, come on, girls,
open all
let's
the
go.
cages.
Yeah, like open the cages, go in there,
Let them run.
Yeah, like I wish I could do that. Come on, girls, let's go.
Let's the girls say don't
put
want to
some
be
businesses
safe.
on, business suits on, get them some like freaking.
But to them, they are owning their lives. To them, they're
crazy.
like, I own my shit. At least they let themselves think that. Like,
but
I
mean,
make my own cash.
No,
I'm
but
here,
you're
and they feel like they're using their sexuality to get money out of guys.
Yeah, but we can't do that. I mean, we can, but it's just, it puts you in.
We just won't.
It puts you in a victim position. Yeah. Like, because it's not like you can just go and be like, I don't want to dance for you.
No.
A man in the club is going to tell you, you're going to get your ass over there and you're going to give this guy a dance.
Well, the club manager is going to say, I get 30% of that, so you better go dance your ass off.
That's the thing, though. It's like, and the thing is, at the end of the day, and here is what's so crazy, especially here. This culture is being so glorified. I feel like almost nowadays it's cooler in the media if you're a young chick and you are a stripper. It's like the housewife TV show and all that crap. Yeah. It's like so cool to be one of those. I used to be a dancer, and I'm like, and now I date a basketball player, like, and that's cool. Yeah. Like, you know, and I'm not saying, again, I'm not judgmental, man. I've been in this country, and I tell you, I was working for $8 an hour, scrubbing bathroom floors. And you know what? Any girl could tell me, well, I would never do that. You're stupid. Yeah. But actually, it made me work so hard on my music, on my, you know, papers, on everything.
Yeah, because that was just a paycheck.
Yeah, I was like,
you work at your passion. You just clock in to make a paycheck.
Exactly.
It doesn't define who you are. And I think that's when we're talking about these women. It should just be a paycheck, but that stripper life,
I feel like
they
get
sucked.
Yeah.
It's a black hole. You know, it really is. And I'm not saying that you can't get out of it. If you're gonna do it, make a plan. Give yourself 90 days to collect.
But that's the problem. That is not gonna work. Yeah. Because chicks are like, dude, I get, and that's the thing is like, it's like, where do you lose so much self-respect that you?
And I think that's what the black hole is. Because you walk in saying, I know what I'm getting into, you know, I'm in and I'm out, and then you feel like shit the next day about it, and then you numb yourself to the process, and you just say, shit, I got a phone bill, and then you go do it again, and then, you know, it's just a cycle.
So you were in there bartending.
Yes.
And you were like, I'm giving myself 2 months, 3 months, and then I'm done with it.
Well, no, I bartended for a year at Hustler.
Okay.
And then I obtained other jobs, you know,
and then you stopped.
And then, then one day, like almost 3 years later, I was like, I came here what I came here for, because I'd be working all night making my cash, and then all day long I could work on my art. And I had a small little, you know, I was sleeping on the floor in Chinatown, and then I was able to get enough cash to get my own little studio apartment, and I had a bunk bed, and on the bottom of the bunk bed I painted, and it made my jewelry, you know. But it was my experience, and it was you could only laugh at times, and then trust me, I mean, I had the highest of my highs and the lowest of my lows, but I know that I came there for a reason. And so
did you ever, like, you know, well, because here's the thing, that's the only thing that I don't like. I don't judge people about what they do to earn a living. I just feel like I wish I could tell these chicks, like, and mostly they're my age, they're like young chicks that walk in there. Some of them are like even younger, 18, like 18, you know, and it's
17.
Like, it's like I wish I could just tell them, like, dude, this is not the life.
Yeah. Go get your minimum wage and go to night school. Go
to college. Do something.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, what are you gonna do once your breasts, you know, obviously things start to, you know, what are you gonna do? Just get it? That's the thing. Then comes the plastic surgery. So it's a ripple effect of all these freaking crazy ass things, where I feel like the vision of a girl nowadays is completely distorted.
It is absolutely distorted.
What do you think about that?
Well, I just feel like the vision of a girl has just been way too defined by a man.
Did you guys hear that shit? That's real shit right there.
Right? I mean, we fit ourselves in the boxes of a man who doesn't know the perspective of a woman just defining it, and we're falling within those guidelines.
The thing is this. Any man who even has closely a chance to even get anywhere close to me needs to know that if you don't like this, first of all, if you don't like this, you're out the door, because that in my inside is the biggest thing I have to offer.
Absolutely.
If you have some issues with my front, with my back, with my whatever, there's the door.
That tells me about you.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you just defined the type of person.
I'm like I don't want a guy that's just with me because right now I'm young and I'm fresh and I'm whatever, and then later on, you know, no, because guess what? You guys gonna get freaking bellies. You guys gonna get, I don't want to say what, it's gonna flap down and go 2 levels lower. You know, I seen my grandfather naked before. That's weird.
You know where it all
But
goes.
you know, I know how you guys look, and believe me, you guys gonna have it too. You know, and I feel bad for the guys too, because in the United States, it's like just a guy without money. It's like you have no chance. It's like you can't get laid. My friend Nick, shout out to Nick, he's Italian as well. He always tells me he knows how to cook. The guy is super talented, is one of the biggest movie directors of the next 5 years. He's gonna blow up like any second. And he always he you know, sometimes he makes a lot of money, sometimes then he goes blows it on wine and cigars and stuff and fancy life, and then he's like, I'm a little low right now. But he told me, he's like, if I couldn't cook, I wouldn't know how to, because in America, girls want money. And that's another thing. It's like, we need to stop doing that.
That's what's crazy. I just met someone who told me that too. Their whole entire experience has been with superficial women, those who want money, and they want you to be real, but then they have fake tits and plastic surgery.
Crazy.
And they're like, it's unfair that these women want us to throw down money. And
It's crazy.
I mean, I think everything's just been, whether it's male or female,
Yeah.
it's the perception is just totally
it is
messed up.
completely crazy. Well, our time is almost up, guys. Again, if you guys want to buy her amazing jewelry, you'll be seeing me with it for sure. I'm gonna go shopping on her website. You look at underneath to babyj.com, and also if you guys have any questions, you can tweet us. Go on my Twitter, Rio Nova Music. You can ask us question, any advice on female power, on everybody's power, even men, like entrepreneurs or whatever you want to be. Live your dream. Don't be afraid. Just take a chance. You can always go back and do a regular life. Just go be you. Life is too short, dude. Like it really is. Yeah. On that note, you guys, the outro song for today, and this is the last industrial hour on the first circle. We will be back. Yes! And don't forget, my EP is coming out end of April. You better all go download it, spread the word. And we're going to be working with your jewelry. You're going to see it all up in the videos.
That's right.
And our last song is going to be one of my favorite bands of all lifetime. A man that's very sensitive. A man that it's very sexy. It's a huge turn on because his name is Robert Smith. He has been one of the most amazing songwriters in rock music. Again, dudes, don't be shy to show emotions because actually we freaking love it. We like guys with emotions.
We sure do.
Yes. Here is the last song on the first cycle of Industrial Hour. I see you guys hopefully very soon. Here is The Cure. And the song is called Just Like Heaven.
Love it.
Woo! Bye, guys.
Bye. Thank you.
Awesome.